I'm Nick Holmes. I'm a fueling automation engineer, a voluntary rescue technician, and a passionate aviator. Join me as I take you through learning to fly and onto the adventures of backcountry aviation in South Africa. Right, so what we got here, over there, that's the hard point. That's going to go on the belly of the aircraft. So that bolts into the unused spare landing gear mounts. Well, actually the mounts for the floats, if I'm not mistaken. So that'll go in there. Then we've got these bomb style rails underneath that I'll show you how that all attaches to the pod. And then over here we've got our pod. So let's drag it over here to the light on my makeshift bomb trolley. And let's show you what goes on with that thing. This is the finished pod product. This is the rear. Oh, it's quite dirty. Front. This is our hardpoint attachments. And then we've got, if we open it up, there's the inside. So the idea is obviously this will be on the aircraft. Right, like that. So we'll line the pod up. Drop the pod in like so, and we take a linchpin, and then as this this is definitely not one-handed friendly. Right, so there we go. Okay, that one's not lining up, but we'll line up when we get the second one in. So basically, okay, let's just get that straight. Right, there you go. That snaps through like that. That one snaps through like that. There you go, hard point attached. So the CFG of this hard point, just close the door. Somewhere around about here. So if we pick it up, obviously if we picked it up in the middle it would balance, but that's it. Okay, so reason behind the pod. Standard Kitfox Model 4 has a really terrible baggage area. It's just a baggage bag, you can't really put much in it. So that started the whole process of looking into better storage capacity and better loading capacity. The whole idea behind a pod came out of that. We also then investigated making the baggage area bigger, which is in the process. I've got all the material, I just need to get down to doing it. But I really took to the Flying Cowboys' heavier out campaign. I like that campaign of just picking up stuff that you find when you're out and about. Obviously limited baggage area, limited amount of stuff I can collect, and then I don't really want trash in my airplane. It's difficult enough to clean out as it is without having stuff in there to bring in sand and other dirt and rubbish, as well as smelly trash. So I thought, well, a pod would be fantastic. We go out on a heavier out campaign with an empty pod, just open the door, just throw trash in there, close the door, fly off, get back to my home airport, unload the pod into a trash bag, put it in the can, and we've done our duty. So, in light of that, what we're going to do is down the side of the pod here, we're going to brand it with a really big heavier out decal on this side, and then on the opposite side where the door is, we're going to put a decal. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it on the door itself or if I'm going to do it over here, but basically a mass and loading decal. So empty mass, all up mass, fore and aft load limit masses, and that's probably it. So if I open it up and have a look, So one thing I did in here, which was a quite clever little trick, is there's a knacker duct in the back to suck air out of the pod, so basically create a vacuum within the pod. That apparently, according to a NASCAR study that I read, improves aerodynamic performance and helps mitigate any negative drag effects. So put it in, didn't cost me anything extra, chucked it in, and we'll give it a bash. But that's pretty much it. So all that's left now is we need to go and take this pod, fit the frame to the aeroplane, put the pod on, and go and test flight. Alright, so this is how the pod frame, the hardpoint frame, goes in. See, it sits underneath the belly over there. We pick it up on these gear mount points, and then the pod will sit underneath it. Okay, it's very close to the ground. Means for backcountry flying, you've just got to be a lot more gentle. But looks cool, doesn't interfere with the radiator. It's in the center. CFG is pretty good still, I think. So the CFG of my aircraft is basically here, in line with the rear of the seat here. CFG of the pod is there, where that mark is. So if we open it, there, that mark there is the CFG of the pod. CFG of the aircraft is like there. So that should be good.
So we're going to plan to try and test this pod today. Know what's happened to my EFIS has gone back to black and white mode. What the hell was colour last week? We're going to do 2 or 3 circuits without a pod. We'll put the pod on, and then we'll do a couple of circuits with the pod. So let's go and try it out. Let's go and just get ourselves lined up here. Check it out, we'll go ahead and just fly around, do some circuits with this thing, see how it handles under the aeroplane, and then we can, then maybe we'll just fly to the coast, do a cruise flight back, see how it handles in cruise, and then we'll take it from there. Doesn't feel any different on the ground, which is good. way, you know the drill. Like, subscribe, and join us next week.